Come on up, Josh. So my name's Paul. This is All Nation Soccer. We're mid-July 2026, and I saw Josh. Nick, who's a friend of mine at church here, sends an email out, and I saw the Athletes in Action shirt, and I recognized that Josh has just been joining that group. And Josh, I'll just let you tell your story. Start from, maybe a minute about your grandparents, where they're from, and your parents, and just tell us.
All right, yeah. My name is Josh. I'm from Houston, Texas. My grandparents moved all around. My parents got married in Houston. I grew up there my whole life.
Is it a lot hotter in Houston?
It's pretty similar. It's
okay.
Very humid. Yeah, it's similar. It gets in the hundreds.
Yeah, well, carry on.
Okay, yeah. So I want to tell y'all a story actually about my college career. So it's gonna be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I played 5 years of college soccer, and I just want to tell y'all a story about my freshman year. So 5 years of college soccer I played. My freshman year at a junior college. Then I played 3 years at a school called Trevecca. Y'all know Trevecca?
Yep.
Yes, and I played my 5th year in California. And so growing up, it was my dream to play college sports. And I played basketball, football, baseball, soccer. Soccer was what I was best at, so I decided to pursue soccer. Got a scholarship to play at a junior college. It was great. Like, I made it to college soccer. And so I was warming up for my first game, and I got like nervous. Y'all get the nerves before the game.
Yep.
You feel it in your stomach, but like this one was different. It felt like I needed to throw up. So I went to the restroom, threw up, then I played the game, played good, our team won, everything was good. Then the next game, I got that same feeling in my stomach. But this time I was like, I'm not gonna throw up this time. Like, I already did that last time, I don't wanna do that again. So then I played the game, and what happened was, basically I had a stinker. Tripping over the ball, scored an own goal, and our team lost. And I remember after that game, I just felt awful. Like, I felt unworthy. I felt like my coaches were disappointed in me, my teammates were disappointed in me, and honestly, I didn't even talk to anybody because I thought nobody wants to talk to me until the next game. So I had an opportunity to prove myself again. And so for the rest of the season, I decided that I was gonna throw up before every game, make myself throw up, so that I could increase the chances of me playing well. And so now, the rest of the season, I'm on this roller coaster of emotions. If I play good, then life is good. And if I play bad, then I got this stuff in my mind that I think everyone doesn't like me, and I'm not worthy, and I just hate myself. So I'm going up and down, up and down, up and down. And about halfway through the season, I was like, man, I need to find some confidence. I need some confidence in something, because on the field, I'm so nervous now because if I play bad, it's awful, So I heard about finding confidence in the Lord growing up, and I was really seeking after what that meant. And so I started seeking that out a lot, and the more that I sought that out, I realized that when I felt unworthy to talk to anybody, God wanted to talk to me. When I felt like I was a disappointment, God said that He was proud of me, and that He loves me. And the more that truth sank in, the more freedom I could have on the field. And it was a process for 5 years. But yeah, the more that sank in, the more I could play with joy and freedom. So, because the one whose opinion matters most is God, the one who created everything, who's above everything.
You want me to read that?
No, that's okay. I just have a couple verses.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when I think about this time in my life, I think about two verses. One is John 16:33. It says, it's Jesus talking. He says, "These things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." And so I had God saying, you will have tribulation. You're going to have troubles, trials, things that are hard. And I had this trial in my head. It was like a storm in my head, And God says, take heart. Have courage. Do it even when you're scared, because he's overcome the world. How has he overcome the world? He did it by sending his son Jesus to live a perfect life and die on the cross to take away sin, take away death, take away shame, like that feeling when you think, I'm not good enough. He took it away because Jesus was good enough. So now, by faith in Jesus and what he did, dying and raising from the grave, what's true of Jesus can be true of us. So, how can God say he's proud of me? Because that's what really hit, you know? Whenever I felt so disappointed in myself, how could God say he's proud of me? And I think this verse sums it up. 2 Corinthians 5:21 says, "For he made him who knew no sin to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in him." So like I was saying, if I believe that Jesus got what I deserve on the cross, he paid for my sin, then that means I get what he deserved. So I had to learn to start to reject the things that I thought about myself and start to believe what God says is true. Yeah, that's how I took like my next step towards Jesus is like, I think all these bad things about myself, but what does God say about me? And so, yeah, that helped me to have peace in the times of these troubles in my head, and how I grew closer to God. And so, yeah, that's my story.
Any other questions for Josh? I have a couple, but I think if you think of one, so Josh, you're finished your 5 years of college. You have a degree?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's good. And what are you doing now?
Now I'm on part-time staff with Athletes in Action. I'm in grad school. I'm also a graduate assistant at Trevecca.
Yep.
See Trevecca shirt over here? But yeah, so I'm on part-time staff with Athletes in Action.
And what do they do?
So Athletes in Action helps athletes basically take their next step towards Jesus. Just like my story, you know, athletes are putting so much pressure on ourselves. Like we need to do good in the game. We gotta play good to keep our scholarship. We gotta get good grades to keep our academic scholarship. So there's all these pressures that come on us, and Jesus comes in and he takes away all the pressure, and that way he gets all the glory.
Amen.
Great. Any other questions for Josh? Well, I'll just say, something. Athletes in Action is a great organization, and it's a bit like FCA. Am I right about that? And I work with FCA in a lot of the high schools here. But, kids really struggle with, and adults, with really three things. And, they struggle with anxiety, which is fear. They struggle with depression, and depression is feeling just really down. And anxiety is being afraid, and then depression, feeling really down. And what Joshua was struggling with was shame. And shame is feeling just these thoughts of, I'm no good, nobody likes me, I'm not worthy. And, we're in a spiritual war, and all these thoughts all these forces, these spiritual forces are warring for our thoughts. So you might have thoughts of shame, like Joshua, when you don't perform well, because, everyone's always trying to tell you it's all about your performance, or your beauty, or how handsome you are, if you have six-pack abs, or these kinds of things. And we can start to believe the lies of shame and depression and fear, anxiety. And something like 80% of kids in school struggle with depression and anxiety. 80%. And Jesus came to take that all away, and he does. When we have a relationship with Jesus and we see how powerful he is, how can we be afraid, of what other people think? And when we experience the love of Jesus, like what Joshua was saying so beautifully, when we experience that love, we're happy. Depression can't hide, because we know he created us and he loves us. It's really hard to be depressed when you know the creator of the universe made us perfectly and he loves us. And it's really hard. What's the third thing? Depression, anxiety, shame. Feeling unworthy. You get what you get. I mean, I'm 64-year-old out here and I'm running, and it just is what it is. If I miss a shot, at least I was out here taking a shot. you know, there's no room for shame to hide because, you know, that shame is sort of rooted in pride. And I'm free from pride. You know, the pride and the shame would kill me and it would destroy me. And it would keep me in bondage. But there's no room for that because I know what God thinks of me. So if I miss a shot or if I'm moving a little slower than some of the guys that were out there, like we had Connor out here today. It was his first time playing. He played great. He was playing in goal. He was stopping lots of stuff. He had a great shot. And you know, it'd be easy for me to feel like, well, hey, you know, this guy's out here the first time and look at me. You know, I've been doing this since 1972 or whatever, and you know, I'm not able to do it. But Jesus takes that all away. And so, yeah, thanks for listening, guys. We'll be out here on Thursday at 5, and we need other people to share their story. And so I'd love to have you share. And but thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching and playing. Thanks for playing with such a great heart. And thanks, Teal, for doing what you did with the young folks. I know that's going to mean a lot as they grow and mature. You're doing great work there too. So thank you for coming. I need a little help picking things up, but that's all we got for tonight. Thank you very much. There's some refreshments here if you're into that. We'll be hanging out here. So thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome job. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, and thank you, Johnny, for doing the laundry for us.